Today in history. And now it's time for our daily journey to the past.
We have two events to share with our listeners today, but first here is a quiz question. A renowned children's TV show featuring human and Muppet characters is number 1, Sesame Leave, or number 2, Sesame Street. Okay, one more time. A renowned children's TV show featuring human and Muppet characters is number 1, Sesame Leave, or number 2, Sesame Street. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bundy board or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for either 50 or 101, depending on the length of your message, to win a designer's note.
That's right. Okay, let's go and check out what interesting events happened on this day in the past.
Today in history. In 1928, Ennio Morricone was born, and in 1969, Sesame Street made its debut.
1928년 11월 10일, 이탈리아의 작곡가 엔니오 모리코네가 태어난 날이고요. 1969년 11월 10일은 바로 Sesame Street가 데뷔한 날입니다.
Okay, so we start today's journey to the past with the birth of one of the world's most versatile, influential, and prolific composers of all time who gave us iconic tunes such as this. You recognize that one, huh?
Oh yes, 그렇죠. 띠리리.
Yeah.
그렇죠. The good and the good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's right.
네. Well, he is Italian composer Ennio Morricone, who has garnered more than 500 film scores throughout his career, with more than 60 award-winning films having brought to life by Morricone's music, including the timeless Cinema Paradiso.
And that's just a very brief taste of Morricone's works. His portfolio includes collaborations with world-renowned directors such as Bernardo Bertolucci, Brian De Palma, and Quentin Tarantino.
Did you see that movie by any chance?
Cinema Paradiso? No.
한번 꼭 보세요.
Yeah? It's pretty
I'm sure
good?
you're going to love it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I'll check it out.
네, so it comes as no surprise that Morricone has been the recipient of almost every major film and music award out there, including the Academy Award, Grammy Award, BAFTA, and the Golden Globes.
What's more, Morricone has sold more than 70 million records worldwide, including more than 2 million in Korea alone.
한국에서만 200만 장 이상이 팔렸습니다. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay, next, moving on. Speaking of best-selling cultural icons, now we're going to move to our second event, which doesn't fall short of global recognition.
Absolutely. With staple characters such as the Cookie Monster, Big Bird, Elmo, and Bert, Sesame Street made its debut on this day in 1969, becoming one of the most successful and influential children's programs around the world.
Some of the original cast members, they're still on the same show.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yes, 1969?
Fantastic.
Oh, my goodness. Such influence translates to 159 Emmy Awards. The guy in the middle in the picture.
Okay.
As of this year, making it the most Emmy awarded show in TV history.
Isn't that something? Well,
Yes.
Sesame Street also has featured many remarkable figures throughout the decades, including James Earl Jones, who's the voice of Darth Vader, and who was also the first guest at the famous street reciting his ABCs.
My goodness. Okay, so well, going to get to the Sesame Street.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Right. I grew up with that show. I'm sure Greg did as well. I'll ask him when we say hello. But yeah, I watched that show almost every single day.
노래만 나왔다면 그렉한테 물어보는데 맨날.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So before we wrap up, let's check out today's quiz question.
Yes, the question was, a renowned children's TV show featuring human and Muppet characters is number 2, Sesame Street. And that will do it for Today in History. We'll be back tomorrow with more from the past.